Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to a very special bonus live watch along for two games this afternoon. The one that we are going to be focusing on, of course, is the promotion playoff between Wolves and Plymouth Argyle. And then the second one, if you can't tell, woohoo! Sorry, babies just fell over. If you can't tell from the shirt I'm wearing, we will also be having one eye on the Villa West Ham game in the WSL as well. So I hope you are all well. Thank you to everyone in the chat already. David says good luck to no one in particular, but hey, good luck everyone involved today. Afternoon to Chris. Yes, mate, I will have one eye on in general. Got it in the background here, and we are going to be dual screening. Now, we're also going to have Paul joining us as well, so he's going to have Wolves on front and central. He'll be here in a few minutes. And then, of course, I'll have both on with hosting duties. Mr. Wolves forever. I wonder who you're supporting this afternoon, mate. But yes, come on, Wolves. Especially after everything that kind of happened last season as well, without getting the license and things like that. This season feels like they really put the time, the money, the effort, and the awareness of we've got the license, we're ready to go, we're ready to get promoted. So fingers crossed from a Wolves perspective, yes. But of course, Plymouth Argyle will be wanting to fight for that as well. Do we feel it's going to be a tight game? Yeah, I really, really do. I know Paul's going to bring lots of insight as well when he joins us. But yeah, if you think about, they are the second best in the Northern and Premier Division in Tier 3. It's going to be an incredibly tight game between the two. We do have team news released, as I was going to run through that with you. And good afternoon, everyone joining us. Thank you very much. So just a reminder, this is a live watch along. It's not going to be a live stream. I know we've had people drop in the past saying, put the game on. Obviously, copyright, we're not allowed to do that. But yes, so we're going to have it on the background. We will be providing commentary, analysis, and all the usual chaos that you are used to on this channel. Now then, let's have a run through the team, shall we? So what I'm going to actually do is share my screen with you so you can see the graphics and you can see the players involved if you haven't seen them already. So here we go. Share this now. Okay, so we'll start with the Wolves starting 11. We've got Brooks in goal. Then we've got Harkin, Morfitt, Marshall, George, Hughes, Greengrass, Anderson, Roberts, Merrick and Worsey as well, with substitutes Stocking, Quigley, Johnson, Sims, Howe, Williams and Jenner. But yeah, if anyone knows how Beth Merrick's been doing this season, they'll be very, very pleased to see her in the starting 11 and see what she can do indeed. Now then, I'm going to, will it let me flip the tab? Yes, it will. Right, here's your Argyle starting 11. So you've got Cull in goal, you've got Proctor, Poole, Kivell is captain this afternoon, Wilson, Stevens, Dalton, Noble, Francis, Tezar and Sutty. And then substitutes, you've got Stell, Lou, Hampson, Papa New, I'm going to go for that one, Whitmore, Wilcock and Smith. So they are your starting 11s for the playoff teams this afternoon. We've also, of course, got one WSL game today, Bank Holiday Monday treat for everyone, which the coverage of which doesn't actually start until now, which is always good, isn't it, for coverage, a couple of minutes before. But let's go through the starting lineups for Villa and West Ham that look a bit like this. So Villa, D'Angelo's back in goal. We've got Wilms, Hedgekata, Deland and Niswanger. In defence, you've got Taylor and Jean-Francois, Salmon, Kendall, Maritz and Hansen. And then actually, if we look at the bench, some very exciting news for Villa fans. Rachel Daly, Lucy Staniforth and Gabby Nunez are all listed on the bench. Gabby Nunez, of course, we have not seen at all this season because she's been out with a back injury. Rachel Daly had that... it was an ankle injury, we think, from things that we've picked up. Wasn't necessarily overly advertised what she had. But yeah, Rich Daly is back in training and ready to go on the bench. West Ham, of course, let's have a look. So we've got Walsh in goal. We've got Hansen, Nystrom, Cascarino and Bellimu in defence. Siren, and Zellum, Siren and Zellum. That's going to be a fun tongue twister in midfield there. Then we've got Vondela, Tenebo, Asei, and Uweki up front. On the bench, we've got Bors, Endo, Gori, Hanshaw, Morgan or Hanlon, who's been doing really well, Poibel, Zadorski, and Jess Zhu as well. So they are your starting lineups for this afternoon, everyone. And thank you very much. Oh, Sean's just putting there. Thank you, Sean, mate. Afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to Katie Stellum on her 150th WSL appearance. Wow, didn't realise was that already. And to the Cobblers ladies who showed more fight than the men. Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? When you support both and you can see how both are doing, you wish maybe one could share their confidence with the other. Right, the Villa coverage is finally starting. 7 minutes before kickoff. Always fun. Natalia Arroyo is getting interviewed at the moment. Chris, this is why we love you. Some stats here from the love of Chris. 22 games played, won 20, drew 1, lost 1. Goal difference plus 60 and 61 points. Yeah, so it's not going to be an easy feat for Argyle this afternoon, is it? Because, and again, thank you, Chris, for this, 22 games played for Argyle, 16 won, drew 4, lost 2, goal difference of 50 with 52 points. So if we're just looking at stats, of course, they're completely different leagues, so you can't compare them perfectly, but odds look like they are in Wolves' favour ever so slightly. But I agree with Claire there. Thank you, Claire. Afternoon to you. Norwich yesterday. Yes, if anyone missed it. So there's been playoffs this whole weekend. Baldermere St Michael's got the first playoff spot on Saturday. I was going to say Monday. No, Monday's today. So that was on Saturday. And then yesterday, Norwich City and Moneyfields went to penalties. Had to go to penalties. And I believe it was 6-5 to Norwich. So I had to go to sudden death for that one. So yeah, absolutely nail-biting. And again, two games that would have done incredibly well if they were streamed on YouTube. So yes, all excitement to come indeed. But that's why on the pod, this is why we want to cover these games, because they're not getting the spotlight elsewhere. So yes, so 5 minutes to go for the kickoffs. Like we said, we do have a poll joining us this afternoon in a couple of minutes' time. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens because in the WSL 2, of course, we also had that on Saturday. If people joined us for our live watch along, we saw, even though Charlton started the day in first place, they actually finished in the 3rd place promotion spot. Sorry to Graham if he's watching and listening. But yeah, that was heartbreaking for them. However, Birmingham City just took it another notch. And from a Villa perspective, a Blues Villa derby next season is going to be incredible. So it looks like Leicester, Leicester are in that promotion spot. No, they're not. They're in the playoff spot, different P. Leicester are in the playoff spot versus Charlton. That's going to be in a couple of weeks' time. And Birmingham and Crystal Palace got the 2 automatic promotion spots there. Right then, let's have a look. So the teams are out on the pitch in the Wolves Argyle match, and then the teams are coming out in the Villa West Ham game. It's getting exciting. So the Wolves game is being streamed on YouTube. Obviously, I don't want you to go anywhere, but if you do want to dual screen it and then come here and give your comments in the chat as well, I'd really, really appreciate it. And tell your friends, spread the word that we can all enjoy this afternoon together. So Wolves just getting ready to kick off, and Villa Park looks like a decent attendance this afternoon as the teams come onto the pitch. But like I said, having Daly and Nunez on the bench is huge, especially for morale as well. We talk a lot about when teams are missing their captain, missing that leadership. And I think if your captain is off for quite a long period of time, then it can affect things. But just on lineups as well, there's no Chastity Grant for Villa, which is... I don't want to say worrying, But obviously, we hope she's okay. But we do hope Chaz is all right, because we know what a force she is down the usual right-hand side. Ellie Roebuck has also been presented with a 100 shirt. So for both of them, so Katie Zellum 150th appearance, and Roebuck has a 100 shirt to collect. So yeah, so D'Angelo coming back into goal today for Villa. Yeah, Sean's in there. Been there before, missed out on automatic promotion despite winning 3-1 due to Bristol Rovers winning 7-0. They would have had goals scored. Yeah, so that actually happened. If anyone watched the Saturday show, we mentioned about this as well. The fact that AFC Wimbledon survived relegation by the skin of their teeth because they'd scored 2 extra goals than Gwali United in the fourth division. So yeah, that was a huge third division to go into the fourth. So that was a huge thing for goals scored as well. And here he is, Paolo. How are you doing?
How are you doing? Not too bad. I've just about made it on time. I know I said 10 to. But,
no, I appreciate it. I've just been having a lovely little waffle on. Maritz has also been presented with her 100th appearance shirt as well. So we've had that. So we've got celebrations all around, Paul, this afternoon. We've got Katie Zellum on 150th. And then we've got Roebuck and Maritz on 100 as well.
Katie Zellum 150th. When she joined London City, she was on 149, of course. But
I just feel really sorry for those players who have had such a legacy, and they've done so much for the game, and then just a couple of, I don't want to say dodgy loan moves, and then it just kind of all falls a bit flat. But I do want to say we have just run through the lineup as well. But Megan Walsh in goal today for West Ham.
No, that's an interesting one. Finally,
yeah. Everyone very, very happy for her. Because we haven't seen her for a while, have we? So really good to see her back. Sean saying hi to Paul and Nancy. Nancy's perked up.
Yes, Nancy letting everybody know she's eaten.
It's like, I'm here, I'm revved up.
She's been quiet all morning. I've been upstairs racing through trying to set Steph up, because in theory I'm supposed to be on the radio today in my day job, but I can pre-record it, and for Bank Holiday Monday I often do.
Okay.
And there's also the Sky Blues Parade, which is going fairly close to my house, but I don't want to brave going out and watching a bus go past.
Well, we'll never get you back, Paul, if
with a load of very drunk and often under other intoxicating substances, young people. And I sound like
a mention. But just to confirm that it has kicked off in the Wolves Argyle match. Exciting stuff.
There we go.
Because Paul, Claire said in the chat earlier, do we think it's going to be a tight game in that playoff this afternoon? That's what I said as well.
And Nancy has decided to have her opinion.
Hello, Nancy.
There we go. The really annoying thing, I'm going to have to kind of muck about and switch this, possibly at half time, because if I click on the YouTube stream, and then click back onto StreamYard so I can see the comments and all you guys, it cuts everything. It cuts the stream off. So, it doesn't cut it off, but it pauses it.
Okay. What are you using now? Are you using your phone?
Because no, I am just 2 screens as Plymouth get an early chance, and that's a great save.
That was a chance. 1 minute in. Keeper had to be alert to that. So that was through Poole. Early chance through Poole, that one.
Who weirdly for a second I thought had number 9 on her shirt and 10 on her shorts.
A bit like Bayern's keeper at the weekend.
Nancy, are you going to sit on me? Are you going to be part of this? For new WNL viewers who may not have seen the podcast before, this is a fine example of the chaos we have here. Nancy loves to be a part.
We have the nickname Team Chaos for a reason.
But also, you will be pleased to hear that if we're going to talk about the WNL, and we're going to mention it, as is usual, we want to do it the justice it deserves.
Exactly,
So,
yes.
I have spoken to I've spoken to fans of both teams who both write and do photography for Since 71. One of whom is Nick. He is from the WSL podcast.
Oh, yes.
And I know a little about Wolves because there were some former Coventry United players there, but he's pointed out the players to watch. And the lovely Jazz, who writes and takes pictures for Since 71 and has travelled all the way up to Burton from the South Coast. And so they have both given me some players to watch, and fairly familiar names, actually, for people who may not follow the WNL. If you keep an eye on things, we'll start with Plymouth. So we have Hermione Cull in goal, who wears number 4, which freaks me out a
bit. So why are you a 4?
Goalie should wear certain numbers.
Well, it says number 1 on the lineups. So does she normally wear 4?
It might be a typo because I'm only looking on what Jazz has told me, so it may be slightly wrong. She also mentions Ellie Noble, who is a familiar name because I'm sure she's played either for Lewis. I will double check, but
so we'll have a look.
There are many Ellies.
I was going to say, I'm just going to answer this question. Does anyone know whether Aston Villa game is an hour late with streaming? No, so they only started streaming at 10:02. So the match kicked off 5 minutes ago, and they just started streaming at 10:01. They were doing a replay of the City game yesterday. Before that with the highlights. So there's no big production, annoyingly, no analysis or anything like that. It just looks to be commentary, and that's
Plymouth have started with great verve here because they've just whipped a corner in which was headed across goal, and I think it was a Wolves head that got onto it as well. So
because I've got the Wolves game up on a separate window, so I've kind of made it small. That's on my laptop, and I've got the Villa game on the telly.
What I might do very shortly is put the Plymouth game on the telly so I can at least hear a bit of the commentary as well.
Yeah.
Will help fix things, but I will move that shortly. Plymouth now having the corner from the opposite side of the pitch at Burton's ground, which looks depressingly empty, but that's because in classic British women's football fashion, there was apparently an absolute snafu for the tickets because they haven't got separate blocks for fans, or they didn't have any initially, and they opened the tickets a block at a time in the stand, which is down in front of the camera, and eventually moved around behind the goal at one end.
Because it's like it should be like they do for like cup finals and things like that. Just have one block each for each lot of fans. And then if you need to open more blocks, then you can open more blocks. Like why penalise fans who are travelling?
It looks like they've moved all the way. They've either gone all the way down one side and are at the point where they're behind the goal, which is lovely. And it looks like trying to squint to spot the colours in particular behind the goal that Wolves are currently attacking. I'm trying to work out. I think that's Wolves fans.
It's hard though with Argyle's dark green though, isn't it? Because it doesn't necessarily pop out as much as the yellow of Wolves. But West Ham have had no clear-cut chances, but they've certainly been in around the goal where they want to be more than Villa have.
And also pleasingly, I've just seen Tom Gary has made the trip to that. So after Amy Merrick's complaints earlier on about nobody covering it in any way, shape, or form.
Ebony. Sorry, good chance for Ebony. That was a really good run, but she just ran out of room, ran out of pitch. Looks like Hansen just saw her all the way. Really good defending there. Just forced her wide.
Corner for Wolves, meanwhile, at Burton. And they do look like they've actually put a bit of a production on this one. This is perhaps why there's a little less of a production at the Villa one, because there seem to be several cameras at least at this one. There's at least 2, by the way they've zoomed in, but
which is much better than we'd probably expect, isn't it? Yeah.
But cleared away.
Second player. Hitchcarter seems to be more out on the wing, which is a bit wider than where we normally see her in the centre, which probably because Chaz is out for Villa, which I'm glad, because we've said a few times before, Hitchcarter has looked a bit lost in midfield. So, oh no, she's back. Maybe she's floating today. Maybe she's more of a free roll.
So before we got distracted talking about crowds and stuff, I was talking about...
Yes, sorry, yes.
No, don't apologise. It's my fault, rambling. It's the usual chaos. So we were talking about goalie numbers. So yes. Hermione Cole previously played for London City Lionesses, because I remember her name.
Yes, she did.
Been there. She has... The team have only conceded 11 all season. So let's just say she's probably got the best record for clean sheets in the WNL South, certainly. Not both. Ellie Noble, experienced midfielder, previously of Lewis. So that's where I recognise the name from. Another name that may be familiar to people who watch WSL 2, although it is one of those young player names, one of those hipster names, Tiana Teja, who is on loan from Bristol City, who is a huge fan favorite.
Of course, yeah.
Wears number 24, 13 goals in 28.
J2's cracking sponsor.
And a player, and this is why you ask local fans about stuff, because this is
a free kick. Oh, that's a good shout. Ebony Salmon. Oh, Mega Mall shout would be alert to that one. Yes, so local fans.
This is why you ask local fans, because this is something you only learn by actually asking fans of the team. Number 11 for Plymouth.
That was a handball.
Oh, there you go. I love how they watch the games at once and they're just completely back and forth. And people are like, what's going on with this one? If this is people's first live watch-along, they're going to be like, are they having two different conversations?
No, we're keeping you live and up to date with what's going on. Oh,
think of it as Saturday.
Wolves, though, that header.
But Plymouth's number 11, Roisin Keevel, or Keevel, however you pronounce it. I apologise if I pronounced the name wrong. Roisin I pronounced right, because having a Northern Irish partner, I'll never be forgiven if I got an Irish name wrong. She has only scored twice, having played 32 games, but she is described by Jazz as the drawstring in their team. She pulls the strings in midfield, defends every ball, puts her body on the line, runs up and down the wing for the full 90 minutes. She is captain because apparently the actual club captain never gets minutes, which is
interesting. Okay,
an interesting one. So there you go. Numbers 20, number 1, 15, 11, and 24 are the players to keep an eye out for Plymouth.
That's a crossing. Header just couldn't quite get the contact. Yeah. So who was that last one you were talking about, Paul? Again, sorry, the midfield.
Roisin Keevel.
Yes.
Who plays wide and pounds up and down the wing for the full 90 minutes. Ooh. And attacks, defends, does everything. We love a flying winger. Speaking of flying wingers, let's talk about Wolves. And initially, the players Nick picked out, Georgia Marshall, who plays at centre-back, supporters player of the season, left Burnley for Wolves, interestingly. So there's probably been a bit of nudge on that one. Another name that will be familiar to watchers of WSL 2, Tammy George.
Tammy George, yes.
Played for Sheffield United briefly. And then came back in January.
I was going to say, did Tammy George go to Sheffield very, very briefly and then went, actually, I want to go back home?
She did. She came through and broke out with Wolves and was known for scoring bangers.
Yeah.
The WNL's Katie McCabe is how she was described at one point. And mainly for scoring bangers rather than all the other stuff. And she left and stepped up to WSL 2 and has returned for Wolves. And midfield maestro is how Nick describes her. Up front, you've got serious firepower because you have Amber Hughes, who I know very well, previously of Coventry United, very experienced, amazing forward, can play wide or through the middle. and Charlotte Greengrass, which is an amazing name because makes you instantly think of Heartbeat for people of a certain age.
I was literally going to say, I was like, that's Heartbeat.
And between the pair of them, Amber Hughes is joint Golden Boot winner this season, and Charlotte Greengrass was the joint winner last season. And between them, they have scored over half of Wolves League goals.
Wow.
So they are players to watch. And one that I will pick out, who is taking the corner now, and who is another former Coventry United player, who I christened on commentary the Queen of Ping, because she can put a ball on a postage stamp. She's Beth Merrick. And
Beth Merrick, yes, I did a little shout out at the top of the show. Yes, tell us more about it.
A flying winger. We love flying wingers again. She may well be up against Rasheen Kivel a fair bit, which will be an interesting battle. And she can score and create goals, and is Wolves born and bred. All of her family have season tickets at Molineux, so for her to take Wolves back into WSL2, one of the main reasons she's playing for Wolves at the moment, actually, is because when Coventry United went professional, the late lamented Coventry United, of course, she was offered a contract and very much wanted to continue to play in the Championship, very experienced there, but she is a teacher. And she was certainly a teacher at the time. And so she got to move back to Wolves and drop a level, who were playing in the tier below. And she gets to play for her and her family's club. So
perfect story, isn't it?
And she's just been flattened in the centre of midfield with what one might call a robust challenge.
We've said it before, though, haven't we? When we do watch tier 3, tier 4, and beyond games, it's the physicality that I think is lost a bit in the WSL and WSL2, and I don't know why, but it's still got. I mean, both Argyle and Wolves have come out today, and they're good in for it. Like, they're not holding back at all, and I miss that a bit.
I think as well. I've been trying to work out how to say it, and I've worked out the way to say this. I think as well, in the third and fourth tier as well, you talk about the physicality, but often the physical makeup of the players is a bit different as well. Like, they are still obviously very athletic and very strong.
Yes.
But they're more muscular, if you like. Yes. It's a different body type. And it's interesting because that might be where the physicality comes from. It's a lot more obviously robust body type.
And it's just that the power and the confidence, if you like, to go into every challenge and think, I'm winning that. And
I wonder if part of that is because they, a lot of them aren't full time, so they're working elsewhere. So there's the commitment of, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to give my absolute.
Going to do it properly. Yeah. No, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
And a lot of them as well they've often been around a while at the teams, or they are just like local anyway. You've got stories like Beth Merrick, so they're playing for their family's club. And I think we'd all agree.
Yeah.
If you were playing for any team, you'd give your all. But if you were playing for Sunderland, you'd probably be more likely to stick your body or stick yourself where it hurts a bit, because you're doing it for your home and whatever.
Every challenge, yeah.
I think I'll be
you would just got that extra special connection, yeah, 100%. It did just make us laugh. Girl Gaffer, I've just seen this in the chat. Hey, Fred, let's make a deal. You beat West Ham today and give us 3 points next week. Sounds good. Don't you want drama at the end of the season? Now, I got my weeks mixed up because I keep forgetting that the Arsenal game's been moved. And I was like, I'm not letting London City beat us. Are you kidding? Arsenal. Arsenal, indeed. But yeah, if you think about it, winning today will give West Ham more vision and get points off City in the final season. Well, City's an interesting one because, of course, Liverpool held them right until the final moments, didn't they, yesterday? So it's not done and dusted for City yet. Arsenal do still have that chance, but they need to get all the points, don't they? and well, not drop any is kind of what I'm saying there.
We are 15 minutes in, by the way, still 0-0 between Plymouth and Wolves. Obviously, if there'd been a goal,
yes, there was a yellow card in the Villa match. I think it was Hijikata. Yep, Hijikata tackle. Yellow card there. I've just realised the light is bouncing awkward on me through the window, so I look very white. I'm not a ghost, everyone. I promise.
It's a lot darker upstairs as well. So if I tried to come upstairs.
I know I was going to do it upstairs, but then I couldn't think about how, because I don't know if I told everyone this, but I had I couldn't find my proper charger for my laptop, so I just used another one that I thought was lying around. As I've gone to wiggle it out, it got stuck, and as I've pulled it, the actual metal point bit is still stuck in my laptop. So I pulled it and just the plastic came off. So instead of my, oh, go on, Ebony. Oh, that was a really good save. Go on, Len, go on.
Instead of my, oh, go on, Ebony, is that the technical term?
I don't know how Villa haven't scored. That was like three defenders literally put their heads in the way of those strikes. Megan Walsh blocked. I will say as well.
I think Wolves might feel slightly at home at Burton. A, because it's a little bit nearer, and B, because the entire colour scheme of the Burton Albion Stadium is not quite the same. Well, people who aren't Wolves fans call it orange. Wolves fans call it old gold.
Yeah.
But it's a very similar colour. The stands are all painted in a very similar colour. It might feel
like it's like home, essentially, like it's their territory. Hitchcut and run forward, but it was cut out. I'll tell you what, West Ham's defending is very, very good this game. Lynn, go on, get it in the box. Anyone there? Oh, Kirsty was taken out.
Amber Hughes is
and that should be a corner, and yet has been given as a goal kick.
For Wolves.
Interesting.
Couldn't get a foot.
I agree. Should have been 1-0 Villa. But hey, but we're getting closer to it. Yeah.
Oh, that is a through ball.
Attack again. Oh, just wide.
Oh, should be 1-0 Plymouth.
It should indeed, and that was from number 20.
We watching the same thing then. I was trying to work out whether you were watching Villa or Plymouth.
Francis. No, just the Plymouth one. I caught it out the corner of my eye.
It's also really, really bad that I've only just realised 15 minutes in that, in fact, the Plymouth players don't all have number 10 on their shirts. It's the J2O logo.
Perceptive as always, Paolo.
That's brand awareness right there. I'm sure some advertising executive somewhere.
It's all right. Chris didn't realise they existed anymore. So
I've also just looked at myself, and I'm also aware I'm quite pale today and bright as well. But I can't put the blind down in the living room, because if I do, it might fall out, and it's very heavy and it's very metal, and it has fallen out and caused a hospital.
Yeah, no, we don't want that.
When we moved in, so
no. Something that we haven't said to all of our lovely viewers: Happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you all.
And also with you.
Thank you for that.
Is that what you're supposed to say? Is it like Star Wars, like the Catholic version? Like, may the 4th be with you, and
may the 4th be with you. Yeah.
There you go. Religion, pop culture, politics.
Star Wars Day. Favorite one.
Not your average football podcast.
We've got everything. So yes, it's still 0-0 just between Argyle and Wolves, and also 0-0 just between Villa and West Ham this afternoon. 20 minutes gone in both games.
I also enjoyed the fact, by the way, speaking of, I hope we get a replay of this because I didn't catch who it was, but there was a ball over the top here we go. One of those balls over the top. Goalie comes out to the edge of the area to get it. Charlotte Greengrass steps in to have a go with the goalie and just dumps the centre-back, like literally sends the centre-back flying about 4 or 5 yards behind the goalie after having a kick at the goalie as well, and she takes it. It's like
how it should be done. I don't see the issue.
Proper football.
Proper National League.
proper National League.
That had to be a good save from the Wolves keeper again. I'll tell you what, this is a very, very good game. But again, as we've seen so far, if both teams, whoever does go up, they're going to bring some cracking entertainment into the WSL too.
They are. That was Tiana Tisha, by the way, who had that.
There we go. Yes,
Plymouth.
mentioned earlier.
So
Jean-Francois trying to hold up and does really well. Films. It's now a forward, right? Okay. Yes, ball back with the Villa defence. As West Ham mark very tightly. Oh, he can't give the ball away like that. Luckily, he couldn't control it and it goes out of play for Villa.
It's always fun when you're trying to tag teams, when you're doing live, like, because I haven't put the tweet up because I've rushed a bit. So now I'm putting my tweet up to let people know, hey, come and watch this. And I can't remember what Plymouth Argyle's Twitter account is. Plymouth Argyle Women.
Argyle Women. Argyle WSC, maybe?
It may well be Argyle. Let me Google it.
I tagged them this morning. I think that's...
I've got about 47 different tabs open. There we go.
And I can't remember who it was, but one of my friends looked at my laptop once and went, oh my God, how are you coping? I was like, but I need this. I need 85 tabs open to be able to cope. It just makes more sense when there's more tabs. It's all my trains of thought.
There we go.
Oh,
I won't take that on West Ham because, they're far bigger. Twitter, they're probably not interested, but Wolves and Argyle may well be.
It was quite nice. I got a like the other day from Moneyfields when I wished them luck. That was quite nice.
That is nice.
Because it's just that we want them to know that we care and that we are talking about them.
And that we will talk about them on Wednesday, of course, and sum up all the action in the playoffs.
Yes, because that's it. If you are new to this stream right now, we go live every Wednesday, 8:30, and we talk about all the weekly news from as many leagues as we possibly can. 8:30 on a Wednesday, come and join us where we'll have all the analysis, WSL, WSL2, playoffs, of course. We'll have some Italian news. I like to bring that in. Because did you know?
Go on. Freya's fact. Here we go.
You might know, I just completely went over my head. So Roma have been crowned champions of Serie A for this season. And then I looked at the table and I was like, but they've still got 2 matches to go. And Inter are 6 points behind them. And I was like, they can't be that arrogant to assume that Roma's going to win those final 2 games. So I messaged Camilla and she was like, no. She was like, I know you guys go on goal difference if it's the same points, but they go on head-to-heads first. So because Roma and Inter, Roma won both of them, even if Inter then caught up,
points,
then they win it. So I was like, oh, okay.
I also enjoyed the live chat that's going through, and hello everybody, the wonderful new people in the live chat, like. Claire is a Fulham. I'm assuming Claire is Fulham Women.
Yes, I believe so. So I got a nice little follow from the Fulham Supporters Club, and I was like, Claire, I think it was after our chat, so yeah.
But the live chat here is usually fairly calm, but I'm just keeping an eye on the live chat on the Plymouth versus Wolves YouTube, and it's fantastic at the moment because there's currently one, I'm assuming an American, watching. And a load of who has called it soccer, and now there's a massive argument over soccer and football. And someone has wonderfully posted, if it's called soccer, what does FC stand for in Atlanta United FC?
Very good, very good.
Which I think is a wonderful.
It's such a got you moment.
He is American because he's like, I'm not annoyed. I said soccer and a bunch of Brits got triggered. It's like, oh, you're one of those, are you?
Oh, just come in for the rage bit, eh? Just coming in straight for it.
Are you even aware of the two teams playing? It's like Plymouth. Plymouth, is that near London? What town is Wolves? Like, I can't find a town called Wolves on the map. Like,
where do wolves live? And all this.
that also reminds me of an excellent ice hockey story back in the midst of time in British Ice Hockey League. So Newcastle had a team who were previously called the Jesters and then called the Vipers, which was also great in a Northeast accent because they just all turn up and you get loads of Johnny chanting "Vipers" really loudly. But they moved to Whitley Bay, which is a hellhole of a rink, having played
Whitley
there.
Bay. Yeah.
And so whenever they claim to be Newcastle Vipers, they just have people chant Whitley Bay back at them. But anyway, in order to cover this, they signed a sponsorship deal with a company called Mobile X. And so they were officially known as the Mobile X Vipers.
Right.
Which, obviously, Mobile X isn't a place, which basically led to me nearly being thrown out of an ice hockey game, which is supposed to be family-friendly, leading several hundred Coventry fans in a chant of "Where the fuck is Mobile X?" And apparently it's a step too far.
Oh, that's fantastic. Brilliant.
So they probably think Wolves is like, I don't know, Gotham FC or something.
Well, speaking of places, Paul, what do you think for this one? If Plymouth fail to go up, which team in the Southern League has to move to the north? Real Bedford or Norwich?
Bedford.
I would say Bedford, yeah, because it's more central and closer, really, isn't it, to the northern teams?
Because transport-wise, nightmare. Norwich is a nightmare to get through. Anybody.
Which is why I was so surprised when they put the England women's match there. I was like, how are you going to get there?
Norwich,
middle of
hell. I reckon driving hell. If you have drivers and they go to their very own special driving hell, it's just permanently driving towards Norwich and never getting there. Like it's just
and the clock just keeps going over to the same minutes, like
an eternal drive to East Anglia, just because the most easterly motorway in Britain is the M11. Believe it or not. There you go. There's.
Oh, is it? Okay.
There's more facts you don't get on your average football podcast. So
Chris there with the stats as well. Bedford Town in National League North of men's football. Yeah. And I was just going to say again, really close to Northampton, who are in Division 1 Midlands in the women's, which I know doesn't help when it's north-south, but yeah, more towards the north.
Yeah, Mark remembers because Mark and I are both fellow hockey fans. He remembers travelling asking them where the heck Mobile X was, and team officials getting really, really annoyed for some reason because it was banter, but not proper banter.
I need to go crack. Your World Club champion representative has arrived. Yeah, commiserations, Ryan, mate. I hope you are okay after the weekend. Obviously wasn't meant to be this weekend on the Champions League, which we now know, of course.
Is it? Because
what was that?
It's not a great time to be an Arsenal fan because the women unfortunately out of the Champions League, and the men's team spectacularly collapsing and having the whole country wanting them to collapse. Well, and of course, Arsenal. I can't remember whether it was in this group chat or elsewhere, the dilemma that Arsenal fans have because they will desperately want to beat West Ham because it will make a title more likely. But if they lose to West Ham, it's more likely the Spurs go down.
Corner wasted. Wilms' shot just drops on the top of the goal net. How annoying.
But yes, Real Bedford have to be the team in the north, even though calling Bedford the north is ridiculous. Because
it's wrong. so wrong.
In terms of logistics, it's probably going to be far easier for Norwich to travel to the southern teams, most of which are around London in the southeast.
Yes.
And, the one long trip across to Plymouth and slightly longer trips to places like Sussex where you've got to go around London and up. But that, or asking teams like
cut her out, get on her. Oh God. How have West Ham not scored?
This is the kind of commentary you want.
West Ham not scored. I need to see a replay of that. That was ridiculous. That was stop playing out in front of goal, just kick it. Bloody kick it. Right. Apologies for any language. So yeah, West Ham kind of, I don't know how that happened. So Iweki was allowed to go far too far into the box. And then her shot kind of came across, hit up Sabs and the post, and then came straight back out. And I can't remember who it was. Was it Say? There's no replay, of course, because there's no one on production. But it comes back in. It has to be saved again. Oh, exactly. What are you doing? What is going on?
I enjoy how there's proper kicking off going in the group chat now, to the point where someone's posted, "Oh God, your dad rage baits people in the Wolves versus Plymouth women's playoff chat." Like, it's basically, it appears to be an American men's football fan who has decided that for some reason he wants to wind up Plymouth versus Wolves. And it's like, are you American or are you just playing a thing? I'm quite surprised the chat moderator hasn't just checked them out, because there's sexist stuff and all sorts, and it's just depressing. I wonder if this happens a lot on YouTube, on WSL YouTube, or whether we've just
on the live streams I've seen, the arguments get quite. Oh, that's a card. Yellow right now for Vandela. She's got to give that as a card, right? That's the biggest shirt pull I've ever seen.
No, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. Part of me does want Arsenal to win the title. If Arsenal weren't managed by Mikel Arteta, I'd want them to win the title. But given his history of...
Oh, it was Vandela, I take it back, who... it was Iweki off the post, ricocheted, feet of Vandela, back to Sabs and Delond to try and block. And luckily they did. Vandela saying handball. It wasn't. And she did get a yellow for the pullback. Lovely stuff. Thanks very much. There we go. So still 0-0, but getting feisty in both games.
Wolves v Plymouth is currently paused because there was what most people would call perhaps a battle for the ball. But I think in the Premier League, VAR may have called borderline assault. Firstly, full-on body check, and then when the Plymouth player tries to get back up, he just kind of not kicked, but definitely guided back down to the ground with the Wolves player.
No, stay down.
That was Rasheen Kivel. I see what people mean. I see what Jazz means about Rasheen Kivel will put her body anywhere, because she's just taken what some people would call a painful kick in the stomach on the way down. But
Maya, what are you doing?
The referee has just decided, in classic lower league referee fashion, to go, get on with it, ladies. You know,
yeah,
you're both going for the
Lay
ball.
On, you're fine.
You're grown women. It's a contact sport. Get on with it.
'Tis but a scratch. Play on.
Mercutio plays in the WNL. There you go. Now you get Shakespeare references, everyone.
I was going to say, got a Shakespeare reference in now. Oh, don't you just love this live stream, everyone? So if you haven't already, like and subscribe. We would truly appreciate it. And like we said, we do go live with all women's football news on a Wednesday at 8:30. But when we can do live bonus streams like this, we absolutely love it. We do love everyone getting involved in the chat. So thank you very much.
I've been enjoying the massive flag behind the goal Plymouth are currently attacking, which I think Wolves fans must take everywhere. It's just a very big Wolves eye way.
Wolves eye way. I'll never forget because I went to university in Birmingham. I'll never forget the first time I heard proper like Black Country speak. And I was like, sorry.
And this is someone from the northeast talking and going, sorry, the first time they hear a black country speak.
Because I had everyone go to me, oh, I can't understand what you're saying, like, and just, wouldn't interact. And then I heard black country and I was like, oh, there's someone else that has a strong accent like me. Great. Perfect. From the very first, how am you, Bab? I was like,
one of my favorite stories ever is when we had one of mine and Kerry's American friends over, and she was in England when she'd gone now, but she spent most of her time in London. And she came up to see us, and she went into our local pub and disappeared into the ladies' toilets, and came back out with an expression that you don't want to see someone walk out of a toilet with. And just sat down quietly and went, oh my God. And we're like, what's up? Genuinely. And she goes, someone just talked to me in there and I have no idea what they said and I'm terrified. I don't think they were speaking English. And we're like, well, it's Coventry. It's a fairly cosmopolitan city. You must be used to it in America. He's like, yeah, but this wasn't any sort of even language I recognised. And we're like, well, okay, fair enough. That's interesting. When they come out, point them out, and maybe we can help a bit. Hello, Tony. Nice to see you back as well. But basically, this girl comes out, and the American goes, she's over there, she's over there, she's over there. And so I kind of cock an ear over, and all she does is walks up to the bar and goes, 2 points of cider, please. And we're like, she's just a brummie. That's not even a particularly strong. That's not even a particularly strong Birmingham accent. Like that's just a local accent. What's wrong with that? She's like, you mean more people talk like that? It's like, yeah, we've got a whole city who talk like that.
Yeah, that's a whole accent. Yeah,
it's up the road. And some of them are even stronger. Wait till you hear Black Country. It's like that, but drunk.
Yellow card for Lawan Woolsey. Thank you very much, Chris.
And Lindsay Harkin as well has also received one.
Oh. We've got Villa corner, Kendall to take it, lands nicely, and there's no one there. Lovely. How often do I come on these lives, especially when Villa are playing, and say, put someone on the edge of the box, put someone at that far thing? No. Just move and get the ball. But yes, come to nothing for Villa. However, Wolves seem to be on the attack out at the corner. Ball's gone out of play.
Just a disappointment then. Wolves on the attack. Oh, balls.
Oh, man, it's gone out. However, match stats from Villa, because of course we don't have them for the Wolves game, annoyingly. Villa, 5 shots, 3 on target. West Ham have had 2 shots, none on target. Walsh has had to make 3 saves. D'Angelo's down as making none.
Why does Emma Byrne always sound like she's disgusted with everything when she's on comms? I think that's just a Dublin accent.
Well, because if it's not Arsenal who are playing, she couldn't care less.
I mean that too.
But it's the same with Rachel Brown-Finnis as well. She said something the other day, and I can't remember what it was, but I just looked and went, I don't think that even made sense. But yeah, unfortunately, when you've got when you're the name, yeah, you just get asked back, don't you? Oh, Vonderler was very perturbed. What happened there? Let's have a look. She kicks DeLonde in the back of the ankle. DeLonde goes down, and she's saying, "What's she gone down for?" Because she kicked her. That's why. Obviously not on purpose. It was, well, maybe.
I did hear an excellent joke about Emma Byrne, by the way, from an Irish person when speaking of the way she speaks, that apparently she speaks like that because she's from County Kildare, and County Kildare people are permanently pissed off because they didn't have the fortune to be born in Dublin, but they like to act like they were. I'm like, Is this a local thing? I'm like, yeah, yes. It was a Dubliner who told me that. So, like,
Brilliant.
there might have been a bit of local bias there, I think.
Oh.
Thoughts on the players Arsenal are reportedly interested in bringing in this summer, Ryan says. We mean everybody, basically.
Well, that's the thing. As soon as someone even alludes to their leaving, it's like Arsenal, they got to Arsenal. But what we will say, obviously, talking to Arsenal fans that we know, obviously, Ryan, you pop in the chat, and we've got lovely Adam who joined us the other day. Obviously, everyone knows Adam's a mega Arsenal fan as well. And yeah, we were just kind of talking about, you know, they're getting to a point where they have got players who are aging out, and the squad needs a refresh, and, you know, need that quality and depth, not just numbers. And Arsenal, to their credit, sometimes have then waited for maybe the player that they want rather than just getting numbers in. But then obviously that then leaves it for other clubs to swoop in as well. So so it's quite an interesting chat. Oh, cross comes in from Ebony. Oh, that would have been a lovely strike from Kendall, but just skies it. Oh, wrong angle. But yeah, I mean, Ryan, if you can secure Badier and Stanway, I think you'll have done a cracking bit of business there.
Wasn't there Reutler was supposed to be coming to Arsenal as well? I saw that.
Yeah, that was the rumour. Yeah. That seems to have faded a little bit for Arsenal, but there was...
I do wonder whether Reutler might have been a fallback option for Stanway, because they're both very similar all-action midfielders.
I thought you said fullback, and I was like... Fallback, I see.
Yeah, it's like they've targeted several players, and if they don't get Stanway, they've got Reutler as one heck of a fallback option, to say the least. Go on, Ryan. Don't name names. We're all about the drama here. Go on.
Love the chaos. But yeah, because the rumours are Katie McCabe and Caitlin Ford, possibly Beth Mead, you know, all of these players weren't going to be extended, but then apparently maybe Caitlin Ford will now be extended. So yeah, with City, Chelsea, and the NWSL interested in McCabe as well, I think.
Is Cheese like an amazing reference to someone? It's like, I'm trying to...
that first bit cut out. What did you say, sorry?
Is Cheese Cobman from Tony an amazing reference?
Tim Stillman. Cheese and onion cob.
Ah, fair enough.
Because he put a picture of, like, it was like a huge block of cheese and like essentially like half an onion on a sandwich. It was like, this is acceptable, right?
So yeah, I've got even more reasons to dislike him. That's a crime against him. I mean, firstly, he calls it a cob, which is wrong, but also just, I mean, some of the stuff. I'm amazed with the way women's football fandom is with things. I'm amazed at some of the stuff he's posted in the past and got away with. But you know, this is the thing with media and influencers. It's a role. Oh God, we're off. For any Americans in the chat, we're going to talk about red rolls for the next 10 minutes. Nancy has opinions. She says it's a batch.
It's weird because in the Northeast, it's just like we call it different things for, like, it's a chip butty, but I wouldn't necessarily call a normal sandwich a butty. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, like, it's very much, it depends on
what's in it.
What
you wouldn't have a ham.
What it is and what it's for. Like, because it would be a bacon sarnie. Like, it would just, like, it changes for what it is.
Oh, it's very specifically got to be a roll to call it a batch. I bet you can be loaves or anything. Doorstop white bread or sourdough, because we're posh down here apparently. Or
sourdough just tastes sad, doesn't it? Just tastes
tiger loaf. This is a thing. I don't know, but tiger loaf is posh.
So good. You know, with proper butter on it. Yeah.
If you go into a restaurant and the default bread is tiger loaf, you know it's a posh restaurant.
No, I'm just really hungry now. I haven't really eaten. And the 1 minute of injury time at Villa is over. First half done. Still 0-0. I'd say fairly even. Fairly. Both had some good chances. Both absolutely skied some chances. So yeah, good halftime team talk needed. I think you can tell Villa are a bit rusty because obviously they didn't play last week, did they? So yeah, 0-0, probably rightfully so. And let's see what both teams are going to come out with in the second half.
Just about playing in but it's unless Plymouth launch this forward and score directly from the free kick, I suspect it is going to be 0-0 at half time, and it is indeed 0-0 at half time.
And there we go, 0-0s all around. There we go.
I don't know. We've had all the goals. Adam got all the goals on Sunday. Or Adam got all the goals Saturday even. I
know, yeah. It seemed like every 30 seconds he was shouting goal. I do love having Adam on live watch-alongs. He's fantastic. So yes.
I mean, you can't help but get involved on live watch-alongs, can you? Because the speed stuff happens. You're just like, this is happening.
That's the thing. You need to just say it as you see it, don't you? So when we were saying earlier, like, could it cause confusion? Maybe, but that's great. It's more chaos. It's fantastic. It's what we love to see. So yes, half-time all round. So yes, like we mentioned, really tight between Wolves and Plymouth. Do you think one's edged it slightly over the other, Paul, from what you've seen?
From what I've seen, Plymouth have had the better chances. But you know, and they haven't finished them, which is your classic will they regret that later on narrative. Wolves haven't really tested Plymouth. You know, they've had some set pieces, but they haven't really tested Plymouth, and we haven't seen the proper attacking force of Wolves yet. I don't think Tammy George hasn't really got into the game. Amber Hughes and Charlotte Greengrass have had a few half chances, but not really got into the game hugely. And so we'll see. Well, there's a lovely picture. I've just gone on the BBC page. There's a lovely picture of what I'm assuming are well-known Plymouth Argyle fans. Just two old guys in hats, and one of them has a spectacular beard. Just behind the Jana Gents on tour flag, Pride of Devon, all of that sort of stuff.
Brilliant. Yeah. Oh. Tony's just said that we have a record of not signing anyone directly from Arsenal ladies/women since 2015. I'd like to keep it that way. Last player to go directly from them to us was Jade Bailey. That's a shout.
Jade Bailey is a player who everyone had high hopes for, and then kind of.
That's interesting. Kelly Bowman activity on Sky Sports social media. Bowler. Right, Baller League. I just don't get it. I don't get Baller League at all. They just. It feels very much, if you're in this circle of influencers, that it makes sense. But it just, I don't get it. But yeah, you're right, because she's managing a team this season, isn't she? So maybe there's a distraction there. Obviously, you'd hope not, because she's professional. But
I mean, yeah, Baller League is proper crap. I know there will be people who say it's not for us and whatever because we're over the age of about 16.
Well, that's the thing. It's not our demographic, is it? Like it's not for us, Jason.
It's just not very good. And most of the celebrities on there as well are like at this point they're our age. Like there's 3 blokes from the Sidemen, for example, and it's like just go and do your charity game and yelling on YouTube and whatever once a year and make loads of money.
Yeah,
doing that. Because that's fine, or do your content. I remember the Sidemen had they tried to make several videos showing up Arsenal women, so I have a bit of a thing about them anyway, because they did the whole take penalties or take free kicks against professional women's football players, and they actually put their goalie in goal, and I think the Arsenal goalie may have been something like Katie McCabe. It wasn't. Football Bros and Tacticos. That sounds like
Tony, we've missed you. Really have.
That sounds like a really bad indie album, doesn't it? The Football Wankers, Football Bros and Tacticos. Football lads.
And we apologise for any bad language, as it's before 9 o'clock.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't even think that. That's quite a gentle way of telling me off. Like
you can tell we're normally live on an evening, can't you? With what this is.
The Football Lads, Football Bros and Tacticos, with such great hits as LOL Women's Football. This player is washed. Okay. And Penaldo versus Petty.
Ooh. Thank you.
Most people wondering what on earth I'm rambling about now, but if you have the misfortune of seeing football Twitter, you'll know exactly what I mean. It is very much built for that. I'm going to gently criticise the BBC, by the way, because
gently. Go on then.
Well, as someone,
I'll tell you a funny story after that.
As someone who's technically employed by them, I have to be careful. But or trying to do work with them. But they are have on their women's scores results. They have the WSL, but it's the only fixture they have showing. Even though on the main women's football page, they're like, listen live to the WNL playoff because BBC Radio Devon are covering it.
Oh, brilliant. Good.
Radio Devon. Because that's a long drive from Devon to Burton on a bank holiday Monday.
It is. It really is. I do like the radio coverage. Who was it? I was listening to it when I was doing live updates for... I can't remember. I think it was the FA Cup. Might have been. Probably would have been, yeah. And it's just, you can tell when proper local radios have got their proper fans as their commentators, and just the passion that comes from it is incredible. I was just laughing. Georgie's just come back in with a baby. They've been to the co-op. And she was like, I told her she could get one thing that she wanted. And instead of the little, like the tiny bags of Milky Bar buttons, she tried to take the whole box.
Yeah.
It's on the shelf.
Shoot for the moon because you'll land among the stars even if you miss.
Exactly. Some Milky Bar buttons will fall in your basket if you try and take the whole thing, yes.
I'm just trying to catch up with everything here. Oh, I know. I keep saying there's video footage of the Coventry City Parade. If you hear some cheering come through, it's because I've clicked on the Twitter video to see it.
That's all right. I agree with Tony on this one. Says, tell you who I really rate as a budding comms and pundit, Frank Kirby. Yes, very, very insightful. I think her and Izzy Christensen have just got a really nice way of speaking, that it's analytical without being too know-it-all, and it's not too much that you can't. It's not like overly technical. It's like everyone can appreciate it.
Is there anything Frank
they know what they're talking about?
Can't turn her hand to as well?
Well, that's the thing, yeah, isn't it?
She's just very, very good at lots of different things. Also, incidentally, speaking of players who are underrated and very, very good, Wolves goalie, another name that will be very familiar to OG WSL2 stroke champ watchers, Alex Brooks.
Alex Brooks, yes.
Formerly a Blackburn.
She is very good.
And she again is one of those goalies, and this appears to be a thing even more so in women's football. Goalies who, if you don't know football and you just see them and go, fair enough, you go, oh, she's been put in goal because she's physically large and whatever else, but the agility that she's got is ridiculous. She can throw herself like all over the goal very, very easily, and it's just like, wow.
And like the ease of which that she's saving them is incredible as well.
And again, it's fascinating because we were talking earlier on about the difference in physical kind of makeup between lower league football and the WSL. And I wonder if this is the way that coaches pick people.
Okay.
They go for a different type, and players like Alex Brooks may not get given as much of a chance in higher level teams because coaches will look and go, "Oh, she's not physically capable of doing the type of fast flowing stuff we want her to do, so she can go and be a clogger in the lower leagues." And
it's very much still that, misogyny in a sense. Not even misogyny, but very much like, oh, well, you don't fit this mold, therefore you're not going to fit, and I'm not even gonna try. And it's that prejudice. Yeah, more of a prejudice rather than misogyny. I'll take that back. But it's like, no, if you're fit enough, it doesn't matter because everyone does look differently. Everyone's bodies build muscle differently. And there's some incredible players there who, you're right, may not be given a shot because they don't physically fit what people think superstar athletes look like, which is a lot of people.
Sorry, it's going to be very interesting, like you say, whichever of these teams go up, because they are both. They don't play in this way that WSL 2 or WSL teams do.
Yeah, which I like. I do.
They're a lot more powerful. They're a lot more physical. And it'll be interesting to see how they adjust.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. Ever since you mentioned about the chat on the YouTube stream, by the way, on the Wolves game, I keep having a little look. It seemed the guy that was winding everyone up has been kicked, and everyone's calmed down a bit. But now they're trying to discuss why is Nottingham Forest red when Sherwood Forest is green. Because they've never seen a red tree, apparently. So
you will know this where you're living as well. What colour did Robin Hood and his merry men wear?
Brown.
Oh God, I'm going to show you up, and I really don't want to. Lincoln Green.
Lincoln Green. Well, see, because that makes sense because there were no dyes. Like, you had to be very, very rich to afford a colour in those days. So yeah, it was greens and browns.
So it does. So like you say, it does. I'm going to look up now why Nottingham Forest wear red, because this is what I mean. Just you've asked the question now, and it's going to haunt me. So
yes, because I don't know if we mentioned it live. I think we did in our Wednesday show. To celebrate Lincoln men's team, they put a Lincoln shirt on the famous imp in the cathedral, which was hilarious watching them put the scaffolding up to get.
Annoyingly, I actually sort of guessed and knew this. Nottingham Forest wear red for the same reason that they have the tree on their badge, because the tree is known, and the thing that they talk about is known as the Garibaldi.
Yes.
Like biscuits, which, as you know, as a Italophile,
Sure. Yeah.
I think it's Italophile. You're like, yeah, okay, we'll just go with that. You'll know Giuseppe Garibaldi and revolutionary and all that sort of stuff from history. Basically, Nottingham Forest's whole aesthetic is based on a bearded Italian bloke from 1865. Like, because he was very, very popular when Nottingham Forest were formed in 1865 with his famous red shirts. So Nottingham Forest went, we'll have the tree as our symbol, and we'll have this particular tree rather than just a boring, I don't know, Sherwood Major Oak or something.
Yeah.
We will wear red because Garibaldi's mates wear red, and it's a cool colour. So we will wear that specific Garibaldi red, and therefore Nottingham Forest are one of the first ever teams to be known as the Reds.
Wow.
I
mean, how do you get a more strange link than that? Yes, his red shirt freedom fighters. Okay.
And I want to know why Plymouth Argyle wear green.
Please do.
It's actually called Argyle Green And apparently it's just because loads of teams in Devon wear green. So that's a bit boring.
Oh, because would be about like the. I was going to say something very generalistic there. Never mind. Players on their way back out. Yes.
Now this sounds like kit nonsense, but it's actually true.
Right.
I edited myself, obviously, because we're in early afternoon. Our regular feature, which is normally called something a little bit stronger than kit nonsense, but it's but it looks at all of those ridiculous press releases that people talk about with kits. And Freya has great fun with NWSL kits in particular, reading some of the press releases. But
they're just so brilliantly written, and it has nothing to do with what they're talking about.
We have chosen Action Grape to represent dynamism, because grape is a dynamic fruit or something.
Oh, early transfer West Ham as the game kicks off, but caught by Sabs D'Angelo, who, shout out, is wearing the rainbow captain's armband, which we love to see. So thank you, Sabs. But yes, West Ham starting strong. Villa need to be alert.
Wolves are doing that really weird thing that teams do now, where they come back out onto the pitch, before kickoff, they just have a minute where some bold bloke stands in the middle of them and makes them jump around a little, like classic fitness coach thing, where it's like, no, they call it in classic kit nonsense. They call it activation, apparently.
Yes.
Because you've just played for 45 minutes, and apparently after 15 minutes you need to be.
Can't go straight back into it.
Yeah. You can't go straight back into it. You need to tell your body again.
Because that's the thing that when I used to teach PE, it was very much in those stages. Then you had to follow them because don't want any injuries. So yeah, activation was one of those keywords there.
Apparently, Wolves wear old gold as a direct representation of the city's motto, which is "Out of darkness cometh light." Because gold is supposed to be light, and black is supposed to be darker.
Mm.
And it is a specific old gold shade, which is a darker rusty tone gold. It's orange, worn historically to represent the club's heritage and unique colour palette in English football.
To be fair, it is. There aren't many teams that are gold, are there?
Even though A, it's only been used since the 1930s, even though Wolves were formed about 50 years before. And B,
cut it out. Ah.
And B, the only old gold they've actually worn was between 1931 and 1954, because they now wear more yellow gold, which isn't old gold, how much Wolves fans say otherwise. And I'm only saying this because Nick, the Wolves fan, isn't in the chat and won't shout at me.
And so we'll get away with it. Spenny's new away kit has split opinions. Oh, I haven't seen it, Chris. What is it? Describe it for us.
New kits.
We love a new kit.
We love kit chat. As we kick back off at...
They've released a new kit already. Unveils 25. It's on... Right.
They started doing this thing in the Premier League now where teams wear next season's kit for their final home game, and it's like, go away. No.
I remember Arsenal women doing that. Was it 2 seasons ago? I mean, they might have done it, but I remember because that's the day I got Lena Hurtig's new shirt, because they had them all around to give out to people, and I think I was the only one who said hello to her, so she was like, "Do you want it?"
What, the new one or the new one to give out? The old
Not
one?
the new. So they were giving out the new ones because they were brand new, still had the tags on, and they were all signed. Is that 2 years ago? 3 years ago? No, 2, 3. I've no idea. Whenever it was. Whenever Lena Hurtig was still at Arsenal. Right. Oh, is the away kit that lovely navy and orange?
Sorry, navy and orange.
Yeah.
That's a colour palette.
It's like a... Wow. I'll, as there's a pause in the Villa game, I'll share it. There we go.
I will attempt to work.
More screen sharing for everyone.
Meanwhile,
screen share for the. Oh, go on, go. Oh.
And the other thing.
How did that not go in?
You're going to be asking this a lot, aren't you?
Oh, just there was no power behind it because who was it? I can't even see what it was now. They weren't expecting it to land, so just like muscle reflex, just kick it, and it just wasn't enough. So this is what Chris is talking about. There you go.
Oh.
So it's like a. It's like a forge, isn't it? That orange. It's like in the, like magma coming in. And Megamolsh collects another ball in from.
I'm just thinking. Austin Powers now.
Magma.
But it wasn't magma.
But yeah, so like a navy. I was expecting worse, Chris. To be honest, as you.
I was expecting far worse compared to a lot of NWSL kits. There's nothing wrong with that.
And shout out for Charlton with their own women's merch. And Villa as well have announced a collection. Not sure how I feel about that. I don't know how the Arsenal fans feel in the chat as well, but they've collaborated with After, the art from the Arsenal studios, to create these Villa kits. Not Villa kits, Villa shirts, specifically for the women's team. But I think because After Studios are so good, but because they're just Arsenal to so many people, it looks like Villa have tried to copy them. And I don't quite, because you've got so many, there will be so many great Brummie artists that you could have maybe collabed with.
Why did you not use a Brummie artist? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's sad. But it's a limited edition run, I think. So maybe in the future they'll do it. But they've got the DJ they had in the lower grounds pre-match. She's a Brummie DJ, so they are stepping in the right direction. But yeah, I just think this clothesline was a bit. Again, they're using the same influencers and the same content creators, and it's just like branch out a bit. There's some fantastic people.
It is very incestuous women's football, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, very much so. It's like a certain content creator who we won't name, but who is famously very much Arsenal. Goes to WSL games, doesn't really talk about anything else that I know of. Suddenly they're in partnership with the WNL and they say, come on down the Pirelli Stadium, blah blah blah. And it's like, have you ever mentioned these tier 3 and 4 teams? What are you talking about? So yeah, it's frustrating.
I hope that those people will go and be aware vaguely who they are, which is a bit sad, really, because they're all trying to go for.
Yes, I do, Tony. Yes, I do. So
you might think that you might think that I couldn't possibly comment when someone mentions their name in the chat because I'm just trying to catch up with wolves.
No, it's the thing is, again, about women's football. There's about 4 content creators that are very known because they started on TikTok, and that's kind of where that grew. And now they're being brought on by your Google Pixels and your Arsenals and your teams because they're apparently the ones people connect with. But they're not necessarily
any good. Is what you wanted
to. But yeah, it would just be nice if the right people got a chance and not just because you've got however many followers on TikTok. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh now I know who Tony's talking about. Yes.
There we go. Yes.
The one who was she the one who famously decided to go to a Champions League final and be massively racist?
No, that was the other one.
That was the other one.
But also, Tony, if it wasn't. No, I'll take it back. It wasn't that one. It was the one with a similar first name. Go on, Ebony. Go on. Run. Lovely run in. Cross into the box, but it's cut out by Zadorsky. Damn it.
I think I am definitely behind because Chris is like, Wolves have just hit the post. And I'm watching it and I haven't seen Wolves hit the post.
No, I haven't seen a post yet either. What's happening with our streams? What's going on?
I'm on 50.
Everyone, right, should we do a time check? Should we do a time check? Right, everyone in the chat, put on what minute your streams are on right now, because mine's on 52:58.
I'm on 53:03. So yeah, me and you.
Okay, so you're just a bit in front of me then. So yes,
yeah. Everyone's. Batman hasn't been back because he's doing the how can you miss that for Wolves hitting the post, which again, I'm desperately going back through stream. No, because I was trying to put it on the telly, and apparently my Wi-Fi has gone off, although it obviously hasn't. But
no, because you're here.
Because I'm here.
Yeah, because I know there's a bit of a delay in kind of the stream and the chat. I think that's a couple of seconds, but not huge. But yeah, you'd expect that we would have seen that off the post chance. Never mind. We'll catch the next one. As Villa have a corner, nice one is there. Oh, I have a sad toddler. Oh no. No. Oh, that would have been a beautiful strike, but Megan Walsh is there to collect annoyingly straight at the keeper.
Is Megan Walsh's contract up? Is that why she's in goal?
That's for Miri as well. Beautiful. I'm not sure, I'm not sure. Unknown. Let's see if I can find out. Megan Walsh, West Ham. Got any West Ham fans in the chat? That'd be great. No, 2027.
Oh, okay. So
she signed an extension in 25. So there we go.
So maybe
she's 1 year into the extension. So she might move on. Might do.
Oh, it might just be Calamity Kinga has finally had her job, and I know that's unfair to her. I know she's a good goalie.
She's just been unfortunate with a bit like D'Angelo. The mistakes they have made live long in the memory because they were so funny. Right, go on, Ebony. Right, make it the count this time. Run, crossing. No one's there yet again. Right, free kick for Wolves.
Put somebody on the edge of the box.
Like I've said for a million years.
Absolute footballs. Summer pop song for the World Cup. Everyone else is like, come on, England.
Now, that's what I call chaos, Volume 1.
Featuring 3 minutes of Skinner!
That sounded like Toby copied you. That was brilliant. That was like an echo. That's brilliant. But yes.
A deliberately bad cover of North London Forever.
Yeah. Change it to West London Forever. South London.
Rosie and Chloe team up for a beautiful duet of Blue is the Colour.
Yeah.
We tried to get Freya and Paul singing a duet of Hi Ho Aston Villa, but Paul kept singing the wrong word, so we got kicked off.
And then Chloe Bear with her karaoke rendition of Spirit of the Blues.
Oh, just standing there. Get down to Goodison Park. We love.
The Walton Hall Park version was brilliant because it just sounded like an American shopping jingle, and it was fantastic because it re-recorded it to say Walton Hall Park.
Apparently, by the way, there's no extra time in this.
No, I think it goes straight to penalties. Like the Norwich Moneyfields one did. Yeah.
Which seems like I don't like that. I feel like that's devaluing the women's game a bit. It's almost as if it's saying, no, we don't think you can settle this with an extra half hour of actually playing football.
Yeah, let's just cut it out and go straight to Chris was right there. That went to Morfitt for Wolves, that yellow card. has just popped up on the screen. Yes. 59 minutes here at Villa West Ham as well. Again, nothing really happening for either side.
Anna Morfitt looks like a centre-back. She's just got that kind of facial expression, that intent facial expression.
Looks like a centre-back. Plays like a centre-back.
She looks like the kind of person who would go through her granny and her dog to win a 50-50 ball. Like, she's just
close again for Wolves. And they're saying it should have been a corner, but it's been given as a goal kick, and they're fuming.
That's a great cross by Luann Worsley, by the way.
It is. Cross comes in, header. Does it come off the defender? It looked like it took a little nick.
From experience, also, I would not want to be the linesman who Amber Hughes was just yelling at.
Oh, it has been given as a corner. Wonderful. As Villa failed to score again. Oh, it's all happening, isn't it? Yeah, it's another corner from Vilms, just kind of ricocheted. Walsh has to get her hands on it.
I love how they've left some of the signs up. So there's an amazing sign in the corner of Burton Albion which says away fans section, away fan seating. It's like, who's the away team? If Wolves and Plymouth are playing, is it the team that are further away? Or coming up on an hour mark.
Yes, everywhere. Oh, we've got a Wolves player down. Looks like an ankle.
Oh, that
or chin.
That was a proper naughty little kick.
Yeah, let's have a look again.
Initial reaction.
Oh, yeah.
That's a classic leave your foot in, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, and like a whoops afterwards. Yes.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I definitely didn't mean to leave my foot in there as I went by and span round and had a kick at your ankle.
Oh, Gorry is on for West Ham. Looks like Morgan is coming on as well for Vonderler.
Only in the chat. That's unnecessary violence. That is too soon.
Yeah, it's just
day and a half.
Yeah, that's too soon, totally, mate. If it was Wednesday, maybe, but not today.
We are stepping in to protect the community as a whole.
Because again, it's still not a bottle if you've got a promotion playoff. Like, if that was like the end of it, then maybe. But it's not.
It's a bottle if they get thumped by Leicester. But the way Leicester are playing,
yeah, and that's the thing. The way Leicester are playing, it's.
We're scrolling through.
There we go. Right. Yeah, Graham, just ignore the chat, mate. Okay. Oh, ball comes in. Oh, too far from Wolves there. It looks like Wolves have come out fighting better. Yep, in the second half. I also
enjoy, by the way, there's a podcast called Football Cliches, which has like irritations and quiet things that people love. I do enjoy an obnoxiously large scoreboard. They have at Burton Albion, like.
But I'd much rather that than have nothing. Because you get to in the City ground, where the press box is and where I was sitting before, you're looking and you're like, I have no idea what time we're on. Like, I had to go off my watch what time I thought it was and how many minutes we had left. Because it was just nothing.
More than used to that, because at the Butts Park Arena when Coventry played there, they had an analog clock.
Oh, nice.
An analog clock at one end with no scoreboard, just an analog clock. So you look across at kickoff and go, the big hand is
on. It's a bit like
about 6.
The exam hall in school where it was like, and right now everyone's settled. That's 9:32, and you can see the teacher going, "Crap, what's 2 hours and 15 minutes after 9:32?"
Yeah. I'm just writing on the book. And the best bit was in the afternoon. They used the 24-hour clock, so you'd have teachers go, right, it's 14:03. This is a 2-hour 15-minute exam. You will be finished at 16:18. And it's like, what do you just say 20 past 4?
20 past 4, yeah. But right, let's just set this it. 12 points ahead in the WSL 2 is not the same as 12 points ahead in the WSL. Because we've said for ages, and up until a few weeks ago, really, anyone up till 7th could have still got in those promotion spots. So it literally, anything can happen, and that's a fantastic thing. So there's no one team. Oh, but have Wolves done it? Have scored?
Wolves have
scored.
I love how we're a few seconds I love how I'm a few seconds behind, so you'll get live reaction.
And Rachel Daly is on for the Villa. There we go. Officially, Wolves 1, Plymouth Argyle.
Oh no, that wasn't that bit. I thought that was that bit because it was a rather cynical foul from Tammy George, and it is just confirming. I had to double check the scoreboard. It is still 0-0. So I'm actually going to see the goal. Oh, that's
just a defensive error.
That is a goalkeeping
error. That's hard. If this ends 1-0 and that's how Argyle have gone out, that's going to be heartbreaking.
That is an absolute goalkeeping
error.
Oh
no! Oh, Argyle. That's no one ever wants that, do they? Oh.
It's an excellent finish, mind you. And
yeah, had to be quick thinking to pounce on it. Yeah. Right, one of Daly's first involvements. Then got another corner. Again, what can Villa do? Are they going to put people in the right places this time? Nope. Comes in straight off the head of West Ham defender. However, it has gone out the other side for another corner. Let's do something different, shall we?
Oh yeah, it's just that is a very smart finish because the ball's still bouncing after the initial miscontrol.
Yes, manages to control it.
Goalie had absolutely no hope with that one.
No. Do our best.
And that is Charlotte Greengrass.
Oh, it's Greengrass. It
was.
Phil's ball in. Hanson's gone to get it. Out to Miri. Go on, Miri, thump it. No. It's a nice swinger to Delond. Come on, back in. That way. Jean-Francois. Oh, come on. West Ham aren't moving. Just kick it. Make them break their lines. Come on. Says the Villa stream is behind for me. It kind of makes up for the Wolves game being normal. Yeah, so we're the opposite, aren't we? We're slightly behind on. I'm doing. Oh, that's Tony. Cubic zirconia.
I prefer to claim that is Shannon O'Brien's relentless energy and motor dispossessing Lucy Bronze rather than.
I would rather say that as well because she was the only one on the pitch. Yeah, Shannon O'Brien was the only one on the pitch working for it at the weekend. So, but like we said, another WSL team's got to go for it, haven't they? If they do go down.
Plymouth now have a free kick in Ellie Noble territory.
Oh,
something about. A free kick maestro. This is a long way out though. This is 30. This is 30 yards if it's an inch. I don't quite know 35, but it's definitely 30 yards if it's an inch.
Oh, see, I'm on player down with cramp at the minute.
And she's got too far under it. And it's your classic. Sad. The ball sadly floats over the top into the stand, and you have to sit there and watch it and just go, "Oh, that's depressing."
It's just a wasted chance at this point, isn't it? Like when you see it happening, like no.
I did enjoy the group. I did enjoy the group chat of the limbs if this goes top left.
Oh, Wolsey's back up. Lovely. Right. Villa still in control. Can they get it up the pitch? Oh, who came off then? Who am I missing? Oh, did Maya go off? This is just me talking out loud, by the way.
Luan Worthy's just been stepped on. But you
so now I'm back ahead of you then, because I've just said, oh, Wolsey's up.
I was reacting to the replay, so yeah, I'm about.
Oh, okay. And Sims has come on for Wolves, number 18.
Another really enjoyable. She's come on for Wolsey. So that's a straight change. Another great thing about Wolves, by the way, which we may have mentioned on the podcast, but for those of you unfamiliar with the WNL, it's fun. Dan McNamara, the Wolves manager, is a serving RAF officer. So occasionally during the season, there are games where his assistant manager takes charge because he is on an exercise or on deployment.
Oh, that was a lovely cross and no one's there, Villa.
So is this another classic, someone get in the box?
Lovely cross from Ebony. And we've got... I can't even see who that was. It was so quick. We had a player coming in far too close on this near side, and then someone right over the far side.
That is a huge chance for Plymouth. I didn't see who it was at the back post.
And it comes in. West Ham, kick it away. Damn it. All right, let's have a look at this Plymouth. Oh, ball comes in. Oh, if that header had just connected.
That's one of those. Oh, she's slightly missed the run, opportunities, or slightly wrong. And
yeah, great chance for Plymouth there. Yes, agreed. Oh, Wolves on the attack again. Can they make anything of it? No. Oh, keeper miscontrolled. And that is a corner. Corner for Wolves. Oh, yeah. Argyle's keeper's having a bit of a mare at the minute, isn't
she? Going back and forth. The trouble with doing live chats is when you think, I should promote this and tweet this, and you think, I'll just say something, and then you realise 70 minutes of the game has gone, and you still haven't put the tweet up that you're going to put up 70 minutes.
I think I managed a repost. Oh, that's a free kick. That was just taking Ebbs's legs out from under her. What was that? Una Siren again, just leaving her foot in and just completely swiping.
Why has this Villa West Ham game been moved to Monday anyway? Is it?
I think because the men had their European game yesterday, didn't they?
They had a Premier League game.
Premier League game, yeah. They had a game of some sort. Something about the scheduling of the men so it had to be pushed to the Monday. Oh, go on. Rich, need to fight for that, but she was just on the wrong side.
Incidentally, 4,500 people watching the WNL stream.
Oh, that's very good. Very good.
Which is...
And a few of those are trolls in the chat as well. Thursday Europa League, yeah. Yeah, it was something, again, we weren't told in explicit terms. It was just hey, it's been moved to Monday. People were just trying to kind of put it together where why, essentially. So no certain answer, I don't think. It was just, it's been moved.
There is a lot of discussion in the chat over whether Luan Worthy has at least partly been taken off because she's on a yellow card. And she should have been on a second yellow. There's a lot of people saying it should have been a second yellow.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, much better to control that narrative rather than be a player down in this match. Because again, that could be the vital difference, couldn't it?
Forget the weirdness of Villa playing Forest in the Europa League and the men as well.
Yeah. Does it take 3 days to get Premier League pitch ready? Sure. I mean, Chris, Who knows? Who knows these days? But yeah, maybe that wasn't the case, but that was what was circulating because there was no official press release.
We are now, with 73 minutes in, we're now officially into full tension moment.
Oh, that was close. Well, look close on this angle. Don't know how close.
Tammy George's shot looked close from this angle. We'll see one from behind the goal where it was actually 15 yards wide.
Nowhere near.
The bane of commentators.
Yeah.
I also enjoy an amazing thing in the group chat is women's football should keep growing as long as they don't do things like allowing Chloe Kelly to rank men's footballers for rage bait. And it's like, yeah, that's probably a fair point, because that's only going to go one way. Women's football ranking men's footballers for content is only going to go one way.
And that's the thing. It's, if you do that, you're opening that up to a lot of trolls. So yeah, actually, I thought that was Rachel Daly offside again. No, it was just a replay.
It is nice though, looking at the chat, that there appears to be a lot of people who are only now becoming aware of the third tier and going, oh, this is quite good, because there's lots of questions of, where do these teams go afterwards? Where are they trying to go up to? And all that sort of stuff. And then this is the third.
What does promotion mean? What's going to happen next? Yes.
Not to talk about, if this is the third tier, this is a really good level, which is good, encouraging to see.
Very good, yes. And then you've got the other troll saying, the girls can't score. It's like, because it's not an easy game. That's why they're not scoring. It's not because they physically can't.
Well, the most common scores in the men's game is 0-0, but we won't mention that.
No, because we can't ever say anything negative about the men's game. Good diving, punch away from Sabs there, as Fionn Morgan tries to look. Not that I expected a win against West Ham, but I expected a bit more, maybe, from this.
A bit more than they've actually given.
Yeah. And again, like I said, there has been a break in play, so Rachel Daly not being offside challenge starters. Yeah, between her and Stina, they've got a good record between them being offside. Don't let us say, that's a foul, surely. It's he just barreled into Lynn Vilms. But no, nothing given. Play on.
There's now a long discussion going on about Chloe Kelly.
God. She's not even in this league.
it's an actual footballing discussion, but and I agree with most of it, because it's stuff like she is far more visible than a player who spends most of her time as a substitute you'd expect to be. And a lot of it is because she knows how to handle her image.
I've just got a laugh. So what had happened, and also they're about to see bundling into Vilms. Miri Taylor had just completely smashed into a Z and just went, what? So I think that was a bit of revenge on a C's part to come back. But C has been taken off for West Ham. That's interesting, because she's been, threat all game. Very interesting indeed. And Poibel has come on, who we said in the Euros, didn't we? We were quite impressed with Serena Poibel.
Indeed.
Maybe hasn't been seen as much. Or certainly no one's really talking about her, are they? Which is a shame. Stina Richardson, Sam Kerr. Yeah, the trio of offsides. Yes. Oh, Lucy Stan. Hello. We love Lucy Stan. She's come on for someone.
We are now officially, by the way, into not desperation for Plymouth, but you can see the urgency, because they've just won a corner, and I swear Roshan Kivel just ran about 40 yards to take it.
And that was Jean-Francois off and Ebony Salmon off for Staniforth and Georgia Mullet. Right, come on, Georgia. Get a hat trick. Come on, let's do this. Chris is there saying substitute for Plymouth. If we get confirmation, because they're quite slow on their updates, aren't they, on the screen? So we'll let you know who that is when it.
They are a little slow. I mean, for the people who actually watch the dub. Oh, Plymouth are. You've had more time than you realise.
Oh yes, I think she had more time than she realised. Storm, that's not for you.
Great minds.
Storm.
That was my instant reaction then as well.
Yes.
That was an instant strike, and Alex Brooks just goes, "Thank you very much. I'll have that."
Yeah, I'll have that in my hands. Thank you very much.
Both goalies have been very strong indeed, because Hermione Gould's been very strong. She had no chance with the Wolves goal whatsoever.
No. Oh, Tab, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. She's been given a crumb of bread. That makes sense. Thank you.
I need to go and have something to eat at some point.
Want me to hold your bread for you? No? Right, I'll keep it safe for you. I was going to say 10 minutes.
The one thing I do wonder about Wolves, actually,
yes,
when they do, if assuming it stays the way it is, one might argue this with both of these teams, but with the WNL being much more informal in the way that teams are a lot more semi-professional, whereas the WSL 2 is fully professional.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of these players will be able to make the step up to fully professional, not in ability, but just in life admin and ability, given that some of them previously couldn't step up to fully professional, certainly for Wolves, and are playing for Wolves when they could have played WSL 2. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes.
Yes, how many do make that step up, and I hope a lot do, and that there aren't any restrictions on that. But we know some people do then prefer to play at a tier 3 level, because then that fits their family and stuff, doesn't it? So
Deanna Teja, by the way, thinks she should have had a penalty because she's just gone down in the box as the ball came in, and we're going to get a replay of it. Oh, yeah. Plymouth can feel hard done by, because Deanna Teja just tried to run onto a cross and just got absolutely body checked.
Dirty ball in, and no one's there. Story of the match.
Whether she'd have got to it is another question, but the fact that she was blatantly obstructed in the penalty area and it wasn't given.
Yes. Might be a conversation for another time.
It's all Plymouth now. Wolves are dropping deeper and deeper. So we're now in a position where
the final 10 minutes of regular time. Yeah, what can they do?
I think it's going to be just 10 minutes of one-way traffic.
Yeah. Watch there now be a 95th minute Argyle equaliser. Yeah.
Absolute 35 yards thunder.
You can say hello to the people. Say hello.
Hello, Toby.
Hello.
Have a look.
Oh, you want to be down again? I'm sorry. Okay.
And then it's like, someone's waving at me. Nope. I've been perceived.
I'll just check in because I hear voices, but apart from that, no. Do you want your bread, Toby?
Wolves are 8.5 minutes-ish from going up to WSL 2, which...
Again, nobody in the box. I agree. Oh, I found out yesterday Lucy Stan is now not the only player to play for the most WSL clubs. It's now tied between her and Rachel Williams at 7 clubs. Well, I can probably see Rachel Williams, because now she's kind of gone back to where it started at Leicester. I think that might be that done. But Lucy Stan's always said she'd like to play for Newcastle at some point, because obviously she's a Newcastle fan, annoyingly. So yeah, I can maybe see another club in there for Lucy Stan. Oh, chance!
Oh my word! What a save!
Oh, and yet it's been given as a court. Dear me, that was close.
What a save, Alex Brooks! That's what it was again. It's a great cross by Teja, and just stabbed towards goal.
Okay. Are you coming back? Okay. Oh, are you coming back for me, or you come back because you want the remote? What are you coming back for? Hello. What do you want your bread? Oh, please don't have the remote.
Thankfully, by the way, this is the last time that we're going to have this ridiculous situation where
Go find mummy. Where's mummy?
we'll have playoffs. With Phoebe Poole, that was.
Yeah.
And Tovey is outraged at Phoebe Poole's miss as well. Just ticking through here.
No, Tovey's just come over and she's like, well, I want the remote because I don't want to watch the football anymore. I'm like, 6 minutes.
Triple substitution for Plymouth.
Oh, bring the big guns on.
They're going for it. Single
Oh,
substitution.
and stuff for Wolves as well.
That
As it's turning into chaos in the West Ham Villa game, even though Georgia Mullet is taken out. Oh, no. No, that can't be given. There's a foul in the build-up. Georgia Mullet gets completely taken out. Ref says play on, and West Ham get a goal from it.
and in classic fashion.
Awful, awful. Officiating's been pretty bad throughout, and now, that shouldn't have stood.
Oh, apparently the reason that Rishan Kivel is the on-field captain is because the club captain is Greek, Panagiota Papaioannou. I probably said that slightly wrong, so I apologise. But she has barely played, I think, due to injury. So there's a disturbing amount of ex-Coventry United players in this game for both teams, by the way. Yeah, we are in classic Plymouth fashion going for broke. An Australian going off, a Jamaican coming on. Wheeler Potter going off, and Inalui coming on. Order for forward.
So if the points stay like this, which they shouldn't, because we've been robbed, then Villa have dropped down to 9th, 20 points. West Ham have moved up to 10th with 19 points, still ahead of Liverpool. Leicester, of course, still in that bottom spot on only 9 points. That was annoying because we could have then... I say it dropped to 9th. No, I think we were in 9th anyway. Yeah, because Everton have got the same points. Yeah. Ignore me. So we stay in 9th. But yeah, just... that's frustrating. So frustrating.
Charlotte Whitmore for Deanna Teja. That's a straight swap up front.
I think it's been a while now, Tony. She's been blonde. Did we also see Yamashita now has blue hair? That was quite fun.
As one does.
But also, as Sam says, if you've been watching the ticker, do give a like and subscribe as well. Because the more support we have, the more content we can make, which is
of course, this evening you get the non-league show, which
exactly,
I would imagine will be lively with Rochdale winning yesterday.
Yes, double the fun on this bank holiday Monday on the podcast.
National League.
Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, just landed awkwardly ahead for films. Yeah, this has been quite a physical game, and while I'm all for it, I think the ref needs to have had better control over it, because there are certain points where I think that should have been stopped. So I'm glad she's actually stopped for a head injury. Because I just no good.
I wonder, by the way, whether there probably won't be a watch along next Sunday for the National League playoff final between Rochdale and Boreham Wood, because I would imagine Shah will be at Wembley.
I would imagine so. If she can, yes, she would absolutely be there.
That's one for Sam, though. Are we doing a watch along for Rochdale? No, spread it.
Not sure. Keep an eye on socials. If Sam is still here, maybe shed some insight. But yes, as soon as anything is arranged, it'll be on socials. Yamashita looked like Moonbeam's human cousin. Yes, Moonbeam, of course, being the city mascot. If people weren't sure.
Are there two city mascots, or is there just the one?
Yes, two.
Who's the one who isn't Moonbeam then?
Oh, Moonbeam and
Sunspot. I don't know.
Mascots. It's something Moonchester and Moonbeam.
Oh God, Moonchester. Oh.
Moonchester. Yeah, so
that's very American.
Secret City fan, Tony?
Oh, of course, because they sing Blue Moon, don't they?
That'll do it. Right, 2 minutes left of normal time in both matches. However, there's going to be some injury time here at Villa as Wilms has been down for quite a long time. She's just gone off the pitch. Arroyo shouting her instructions to her team.
I would imagine there will be the drama of a noisy cat as well, because Nancy has woken back up, as she always does when it's about to get interesting.
Grumpy toddler. If you're talking about, go Gaffer. Tell us if you're talking about the women's or the men's game, because the women's, no. Leicester in the playoff with Charlton. No automatic relegation in the WSL.
Oh, it's another. Oh, flipping heck. Plymouth chance, one of those chances that might be the one headed down. Brooks spills the initial one, and the ball just sits there on the line.
Oh, 7 minutes extra time. Right, tell what I hate. Another thing. When the player of the match is the one who scored the goal.
Oh, that's boring.
And it's like, no, how about the one who's cut all the tackles out? And how about, for God's sake.
Chloe Williams coming
on. And that's the end of our live stream, everyone.
Is that 2-0 to West Ham?
Yep. Yeah, it is. That was horrendous. What on earth just happened there? Are you kidding? Oh, right. Let's have a look at that replay, because that was horrendous. Right, let's have a look. Maritz Nweki flicks the ball on the header, and Poibel just gets through the middle of Wilms and Taylor. I mean, offside? Because it looks like she's got a head start on them.
Meanwhile, we are into the red, as it were.
This team, what is going on?
Another reset in the summer.
Don't care about Villa anymore. Right, let's focus on Wolves Plymouth, shall we?
Which is on 91 minutes.
91 minutes. Has it said how many extra minutes? Sorry, Paul.
If it has, I haven't seen.
Oh, 6. Just come up. 6.
There we go. That's timing. Now you're a few seconds ahead of me.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm on 91:15.
91:15. Oh, 91:20. Yeah.
You're about 5 seconds ahead.
Yeah, so just a quick one then. So because the WSL is expanding, so 2 automatically have come up from the WSL 2, and to keep the expansion as the 14 teams, there's no automatic relegation, and it's between the bottom spot and whoever comes in third in the WSL 2. So that's why it's Leicester versus Charlton officially in the playoff. So really, none of these last 3 games matter, but of course they do for the sake of pride, which Villa don't have today.
Villa just easing into the summer.
I just don't get it. Like, this is why. And just a complete plug here. If you've been following us for a while, I do make a transfer tracker every window. So I've already got it set up. I've got everyone who's been announced as leaving. I just showed you the camera behind the managers. When the second goal came in, Arroyo just kind of went, oh God.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, stern seeing too, I think. So they will be transfer tracker that I'll put up probably this afternoon, tomorrow. Keep an eye on socials for that. So this is under the whole 115 yards, which is the channel I run as well. And then, of course, in partnership, and we're friends with the Absolute Football Podcast as well.
Word. City's just put a ball over the top, and it's your classic end of this, a stud's length. Just pulled around onto it. If she got her foot on that and just poked it past Alex Brooks, we could have had a proper grandstand finish.
And welcome back to the field, Gabby Nunes, who has not been seen this season through injuries. This is her first minutes all season. Why not put her on last couple of minutes? People might think that's a diabolical thing to say. It's true. Have you watched the match? Tony, I am part of the Pride Mate. I also host that, so that's going to be fun on Thursday. Tune in. But it doesn't mean that you have to see your team through rose-tinted glasses. You can admit when things have gone horribly wrong, and when you're heartbroken about it.
Dan McNamara is slightly animated on the touchline. He looks like one of those wacky waving inflatable arm tube men things.
Awful. More pinball in the box. No one can remember how to control a ball. But it is back to Villa. Right, come on. A minute and a half to do something. Get something back. It's all I want. Something back from it.
And there is around about 90 seconds. Oh, we've just had a ball put over the roof of the stand. Lovely. Proper League One.
Someone go get it. Quick. Where's the other ball? Yeah. 90 seconds left in both games, pretty much, for something to change. But as it stands, this could be.
I feel very sorry for Plymouth because it's going to be a very long drive back. Like, on the one hand, yay for Wolves, because Wolves possibly have more resources and commitment to staying up. But Plymouth are just flowing forward. Like, absolute. Hoof it long!
Hoof it long for the best.
There's no subtlety to Plymouth now. It's literally kick and rush. Just lift it into the box. Get as many green shirts in the box as possible.
Wolves on the attack again. Yeah, when in doubt, kick it up. Get the keeper up.
That block shot was from Arabella City, who's a centre back, right on the edge of the opposite area. So that's.
Yeah, because Villa's last two games of the season are London City and Arsenal. Yay!
I think that clearance will be it, because we're into the final 20 seconds or so. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, the goalie's just gone. Get up there, and he's stepping further forward, and then plays it 5 yards.
Is it short? What should have done that for? Kick it up.
Put it in the mixer.
Long ball over the top. Header in. Oh,
is that drop it? Oh my god!
Oh, if that had gone in. Last minute scenes that. Right, Brooks, take your time.
Oh,
take your time.
Absolute scenage.
Mate, Ryan, that's not helpful right now.
that was Georgia Marshall. That was a Wolves header. Just then, and it was dropping. I'm like, where's this dropping? There'll be a few grey hairs behind that Wolves goal for that one.
I think I've got a few more grey hairs just watching this match.
We're now up to 5,000 people watching it, apparently, which is lovely.
That's amazing. Yeah, amazing stuff. Okay, full time. West Ham have won 2-0 against Villa. Awful. Right, so Wolves, come on.
Oh, disappointingly, we didn't have the goalie come up. I thought.
Oh, and they've done it. The scenes. The whistle is gone. Wolves have been promoted to the WSL 2. Congratulations to Wolves.
I did enjoy how it was mildly unsettling how you could tell when the final whistle went, because basically every player in camera shot collapsed to their knees and down.
Yeah.
And it's like, It looked like a flipping apocalypse movie for a second.
Yeah, one where everyone just falls.
Kind of slumped to the ground, and then
it's what it means. Wolves have done it.
And then they came very quickly. That's a very impressive last second play.
Incredible scenes. Inverted, but yeah, whew, that was tense. I'm so glad they did it though, because what a game that's going to be.
It's nice to see that Wolves have actually applied for promotion this time around as well, of course.
I was going to say, yes, they made a big thing of it, saying we've got our license, we've applied, it's been accepted, we're good to go if we do win. Because again, how heartbreaking would that be if they got to this point, won the promotion, and then went, oh, we haven't got the license again.
We didn't apply for that. That's awkward.
That'd be horrendous, wouldn't it? But yes, so Ryan, we've just gone through that, mate. So it's Leicester Charlton in that promotion playoff. So now officially, we have Burnley, Watford, and Wolves have all been promoted into the WSL2 for next season.
I assume that means then that the team going up will go into the north.
Well, yes, because we're talking about that, weren't we? Yeah.
There's one less.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, because the northern one have gone up. So yes, probably Real Bedford, the one moving then. Because yes, the FA usually do release the clubs where they're going to be playing in the next season, early summer, really. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll obviously have updates on that as well. But yeah, absolutely gutting for Plymouth Argyle. They had their chances, didn't they? But they just couldn't quite get it over the line. And we said, didn't we, if that back pass was the reason that they didn't get it, and in the end it was. That was it. It was that moment. Yeah, Paul, what do you reckon of?
Plymouth had their chances. There were some superb saves from Alex Brooks in the Wolves goal, and a few questionable clearances. Plymouth perhaps could have claimed a penalty, because I think that if that Tiana Tisha being body checked when she's going for a cross happens in the WSL, it gets given. With the difference in refereeing styles, and 1-1 suddenly gets very interesting. But what will be interesting now for Wolves is who stays and how they navigate that transition, especially when a lot of their players play for Wolves because they're their local team and they can play semi-professional.
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting now to see how Wolves navigate that. Because they've recently had changes at the top. They still have the same owners, but they've got a completely different CEO and all sorts, which
that's true.
Which Wolves fans have been crying out for ages.
Yes, they have, haven't they? So hopefully, when they do get unleashed into WSL2, this is their year to make their mark and do a bit like what Forest have done this season. Come up and stay up quite comfortably if they put that.
I think with Premier League parachute payments and everything else, they've certainly got the potential. Depends how committed they are. Because obviously there's a lot of rejigging with the main going down, but you've got to hope that they get more of a push.
Yeah, got to have to make it worth it. I was going to say Dan McNamara going over to the stands, really enjoying this moment, because what I've seen today, and I don't know if it's just obviously my algorithm who are following things like that, so many people have said, tagging in McNamara and the Wolves team and the staff, and just saying, it's been such a road to get here. So wishing them all the best for this promotion. And yeah, they've been phenomenal, haven't they?
I mean, Dan McNamara managing a ridiculously high level while being serving in the military is very impressive indeed.
Yes.
So
yeah, just incredible what they've managed to do. Oh, Nessie, you joined us right in the final moments, but it's good to have you. Good to have you. But yes, I mean, what we can say is congratulations to Wolves. An incredible achievement. Only one goal to get them through, and we'll see them in the WSL 2 next season. So just to confirm then, across tiers 3 and 4, as this was the final playoff match. Tier 3, so Burnley won the Northern Premier Division, Watford won the Southern Premier Division, and now Wolves have won the playoff. So all three will now be in the WSL 2. In Tier 4, we had Huddersfield Town, Peterborough United, Fulham, and Swindon. You know when you look at the badges and you're like, I know that one.
I know this. Yes, Swindon.
Because I had the S and I was like, I don't know where that's going to go. Swindon Town. Got that one. And like we said, Bournemouth St Michael's and Norwich City got the 2 playoff promotion spots as well. So those 6 will join Tier 3 next
Fulham will be interesting, I think, Claire, in Tier 3 next season.
Because they went undefeated, which our Claire will know, of course.
For 2 seasons, isn't it? 2 seasons undefeated.
2 seasons undefeated.
Which Arsenal did, but apparently people don't talk about it when Fulham do it because it wasn't in the top tier, and it, you know.
Well, we think it's a good record to have, don't we? So yeah, it'll be really good to see them in Tier 3, pushing themselves against that next level of club as well. So yeah, brilliant scenes on the YouTube channel of Wolves celebrating their promotion.
Does it go back next year to just the Northern and the Southern champions being promoted because of all the moving around?
They talked about a few different things, didn't they? So they talked about that restructure and bringing in more PGA teams, but that wouldn't come in. Obviously, it also hasn't been agreed, so that won't come in for a while. But I think the playoffs were just this season.
You've got to say.
I do love these playoffs.
If you want WSL 2 to expand, then you have the same thing where you have 1 or 2 teams going down, and then you have 4 teams come up. You just have the top 2 of the North and South.
Yeah, because before it was a playoff, wasn't it, between North and South for that one spot? So yeah, I think they've got to still keep it as 1 from the North, 1 from the South, which I believe is the plan, to keep it as that. However, we will go into our research and get it all finalized for everyone, what that structure looks like for next season. But yeah, perfect. I think then, any final thoughts from you, Paul, on this afternoon's games?
Well, we won't mention Villa West Ham. We'll just, because you
didn't happen.
It didn't happen. You've had all your.
I'm not wearing this top. No, I didn't.
You've had all your rants at that one. I'm happy Wolves have gone up because Wolves possibly should have gone up last year, and didn't because they had the morale blow in the final bits of the season of, well, we haven't actually expected you to go up, so we didn't do anything.
So we didn't. Yeah. To come back from that. Not having that back in.
So I wonder, that'll be the City going by up at the top of my road, well, a bit further up. But I think that based on today's evidence with the way they play, and if they get their support, Wolves can do an Ipswich. Yeah, thank you, Chris. It is a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
I think Wolves should be aiming to do an Ipswich.
Yeah.
That's their minimum. And when you look at some of the teams like Sheffield United, there is no reason to do it.
Sheffield, Durham as well, didn't we? Those, maybe not so much Durham, but your Sheffields, the clubs that are struggling at that bottom end of the WSL2, and you think, newly promoted clubs are gonna going to be able to do a job. It doesn't seem.
I don't know if all three, because Burnley and Watford, Burnley are going to throw money at it, although they have recently been relegated from the men's top tier as well. Of the two, I think Watford are more likely to stay up of the two champions teams.
Yeah. Because we said the other season, didn't we, when they went down, we were like, we're going to see them again very soon. Because it was them and Lewis at the same time, wasn't it? And here they are back again already.
And I think Wolves will give it a very good go indeed. And I think there'll be a benefit to the WSL too, definitely.
Yes. Hey.
I love how it's grinning, just like people are waving at me.
Well, I thought she was coming for the remote, but no, you actually wanted to cuddle. Oh no, now you want the remote. The football's over now. More.
Chris is right. Men's teams relegated while the women's teams are both promoted. So they will have both men's and women's teams in the second tier, which would be interesting.
Yes, yeah.
And Watford actually.
That just means that the women's teams are better. Obviously, that's
all three teams going up are Championship men's team backed.
So a little bit of a correlation there as well. Yes. However, so no WSL news to tell everyone before we go. But yeah, one last congratulations to Wolves, of course. What a fantastic afternoon for them. Commiserations to Argyle. Hopefully it's not too bad of a journey back. And it's going to be a coach journey back, isn't it? They're not going to splurge for a plane. But yeah, hope we get back safely. And of course, what a close match as well. Only one goal in it, and no reflection on their incredible season as well as Wolves.
They still haven't presented the trophies and stuff. They're now slowly working through and doing the medals. I think it was Alex Brooks who was given man of the match, as far as I can tell, because she got a fancy.
She's just had her little moment, hasn't she, with the with the cameras on her.
There are lots of medals on that table.
Yeah. Well, the whole squad gets one, don't they?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be one of those where they start there and the whole squad gets it. Of course, there's the really awkward bit where the captain. Have they sent captain up first or last? I think they're going to send captain up last because I've always felt sorry for captains of teams who win this because they win. And then they have to walk past the trophy and look at it while everyone else comes up.
It's like, I just want to lift it. I just want to do it. But yeah, I mean, proud of Wolves, and of course all the people there that have made the journey. Relatively short journey for the Wolves fans to go and support this afternoon. But let's wrap up there, shall we? So if you are new to the channel, we do go live every Wednesday night at 8:30-ish to talk about the week's news from the world of women's football. And we throw in as many leagues as we possibly can with that one as well. So we hope to see some new faces there in the chat. Thank you so much. As Chris said, thank you to the chatters for making this stream really interactive. That's what we love to do. And we love shining a light on more clubs than just the WSL. And the ones that get the attention all the time. That's our main goal, is that. So well, thank you, Paul, for joining me. It's been absolutely lovely. And as Wolves are about to be crowned winners of the promotion playoff, we will say our goodbyes. So thank you once again for joining us, and we'll see you on Wednesday. And remember, non-league show is on tonight at 8:30 as well, because we talk about men's football as well. So yes, thank you very much.
Tomorrow as well, isn't it? Is the Premier League show tomorrow?
Yes, is that Champions League watch along? Maybe.
So there will be another watch
I believe so. Hey, look at all this we've got going on this channel. Couldn't possibly give you more, but we always strive to do so. So yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with all the latest news. And we'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye.